All right, then they have it. The Kenyan National Chess Championship. The event ends tomorrow. It's at Kenyatta University, and we'll delve into this further. Joining us to help us discuss this, I'm joined in studio by Gweyani Jumba from the University of Nairobi in European. Just welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You're part of the National Chess Championship, right?
Yes,
that's ongoing, right?
I'm participating.
All right, so you just come from participating.
Yeah.
All right, welcome. And of course, joining this conversation, we're joined by Joseph Atwoli. He's not just a player, he's an official with Chess Kenya. He's actually the Secretary General. Welcome to the program tonight. Let's stay with the competition. The event ends tomorrow. How competitive is it? I understand we have more than 100 players participating in this.
Yeah, actually we have 120 players taking part, 8 of which are men and around 40 are ladies. And it's very competitive. We have the best in the country. Some have even come all the way from Garissa to take part in this event. So it's the most competitive in this year.
Talk about most competitive. Well, it's part of the All Africa Games qualifier, right?
Yeah.
Is that affecting I wouldn't use energy because with chess you just sit and concentrate so much, but how is it affecting the flow now that it's used as part of the qualifiers?
The flow in terms of?
In terms of, the level of competitiveness.
Yes, people are bringing in the A game.
The A game.
Yeah, so you have to really be on top of your game in this tournament because you may miss out on the slots.
How many slots are we talking about? We've talked about 120 players who are participating, and this is the first phase. How many people? What's the cutoff like?
Actually, it's a three-phase qualifier system. It's a three-phase. The first phase is this one where we're picking 24 players. The first 24 players in the open section, which is basically the men's section. And then on the ladies section, we're picking the first 10. And then on the next stage, these 24 players will play a kind of robin event, and we'll pick the best 10 from the open section, the best 10. And on the ladies section, because there are few, we'll just go directly to the final phase and we'll pick the team, which is 5 players. Right. And then in the final phase of the open section, we'll pick 5 players from the 10 now. 5 players. A team has 5 players, 5 players.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 10 in the long run.
10 in the long run.
I'll engage you on this later. The ladies are few and ladies participating. I'll engage you in so many of our ladies participating. We'll come to that a little later. But we have so many chess tournaments and we have pretty good players, as she mentions, A game in this tournament. But when it comes to international events, that's not replicated. What happens?
It depends. When we go to the world competitions, like the World Chess Olympiad, the competition there is really, really tough. It's really, really tough, and we are playing against the best of the best in the world. But in African events, we honestly we do our best. We try and we don't really.
But clearly, our best is not best enough when it comes to international events. That's okay.
Maybe if I could comment, out there we meet professional chess players. They wake up, they play chess all day. They're paid to do that. But here in Africa, in Kenya, you have your own blue-collar job or white-collar, and you play chess. It's like a hobby, but if the sport was professionalized, people would be on top.
When you say play as a hobby, that's all you do. How often are you involved in the game? Personally, I know you're in school.
Okay. I play for Equity Bank, so I play in the league also. There's an ongoing chess league right now. And as many tournaments as I can when I'm free. Okay. Yes.
Good stuff. Say for you, how often are you involved in the game?
I also play in the National Chess League. Actually, I'm the captain of the Steamer Chess Club. We are in the National Chess League, and we play regularly every weekend, most weekends. Okay. Most weekends,
All right. Well, we need to get to that point whereby you can compete. As you mentioned, we need to professionalize the game. You talked about the Chess Olympiad, and I understand you took part in that. You want to share with us the experience, the lessons perhaps you may have drawn. You met the best of the best, these grandmasters.
Exactly.
You want to share with us the experience? You start with Gweyani.
It was a good learning experience, very good exposure on the international scene. As for the level of competition, of course, it's at the highest high. And you get to learn from your game and also put in more effort needed to improve Yeah, so when we're back home, we try and analyze our games, read more books, yeah, and your free time also.
All right.
Yeah, so you could also perform and put Kenya on the front line. Yeah.
All right, how different is it, how they do it there and how we do it here?
Them, they do it 24 hours a day, most of them.
Yep.
Most of Russia,
So it's all
those
about
top countries.
it's the commitment to the game and the
Yes.
time you spend
Yeah,
on the game.
because you can't wake up at 8, you're going to work,
Yeah.
get home at 9, maybe you have a family. Yeah, them, they prioritize it.
Yeah.
That's it for them. Yeah.
Perhaps she talks of books and concentrating on the game. What sort of game is chess? I mean, compared to football, it's, you know, the talent and everything else. But chess, you need to really read and be smart, is it?
No, it depends with the level at which you are playing. There are those who just play it as a pastime and as a leisure. You really, at that level, you can just play. You really don't have to play like the world is going to end. Yeah, but but at there's a level where when you reach that level now, where it's like semi-professional in a way, you need to really work hard. Just like in all disciplines, you have to really work hard, prepare, study, do all those things, so that you can really be at par with the people you're competing with. Yeah.
Right. You talked of it depends on levels, the level at which you are playing, and so that means the pressure ranges with the level with which you're playing.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you able to handle this pressure? I mean, depending on the different levels, what kind of pressure comes with it? How do we deal with this pressure? Because it comes in different levels, right?
Yeah, especially on the international scene, it's something else. I guess you just do your best,
and maintain your cool.
Yeah, you have to.
Yep.
Otherwise, you'll lose it. Yeah. You really have to concentrate. If you lose your cool, you lose the game.
Then you lose the game.
Yeah.
All right. In football, allow me to use football because it's the easiest to understand.
Exactly.
You score a goal. If you win 2-1, you're the winner. You can draw 1-1. You can win by a goal 2-0. For instance, in the National Chess Championship, it's different. I understand it's about points. You want to take us through that?
It's about points.
How is it done?
There's a draw that is done by a system called the Swiss system. It's just a computer software. And if, for example, I'm paired against you, and I happen to win against you, then I get 3 points at the end of that game. Then there will be the second round where I'll be paired against somebody else, probably somebody I'm with the same points with. And then if I win against him, I get another 3 points, and then I accumulate points. Then at the end of the tournament, if it is an 8-round tournament, at the end of the tournament, the one with the highest number of points is declared the winner. Yeah.
So it's a point system.
It's a point system.
All right.
Yeah.
Gweyani, what kind of training goes into the preparation for an event? For instance, the National Chess Championship is already underway, is currently taking place. What kind of training do the players go through prior to an event like that?
Okay, for every player it's different because the game, there's the opening game, then there's the middle game, then there's the end game. So you may be weak at the end game, but strong in the opening. So before a tournament, you may want to focus on your weak points in the game in one of those 3 sections. It may also require you do puzzles, tactical, to make your brain, to amsha your brain, make your brain up.
Because the brain needs to be sharp.
It exercises the brain actually, because the long hours in concentration, you need to prepare your brain before. Yeah.
All right, just for the sake of our viewer who joins us right about now, I need to let you know our quality conversation tonight. We are focusing on chess. The Kenyan National Chess Championship is currently underway. We're joined in studio by Gweyani Jumba, who's playing in the tournament, and Joseph Atwoli, who's playing the tournament, and the Secretary General of Chess Kenya, understanding more about chess as a game and the championships. Let's rope in and we talked about this, and I mentioned these two. You don't have a whole lot of ladies who are participating in this, and that's evident even in the number of players who've turned up for this event. You talked about 40, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't ladies participating in this? Maybe perhaps pose this to you, Gweyani.
Well, I would say it's publicity of the sport. It's very low in Kenya because my mom taught me the sport. I didn't hear it from outside at first. just because my brother used to play, so I used to tag along in tournaments. So if it's publicized more ladies will hear about it. Then there may also need to be incentives to attract more ladies, maybe free entry for ladies, and the turnout will be very good. And now that chess in schools has begun, most students, girls will get to know about the game, play, show up for tournaments. Yeah.
So in the coming days, you expect more ladies to participate in this?
More ladies, yes.
And you're the Secretary General of Chess, and I want to put in the spot in this one. She mentioned some particular points in terms of publicity of the game. What are you doing
actually,
as Chess Kenya to make sure?
To be very honest, we really tried, but it is the media people who sometimes do not do it. They expect them to do it. But we've really tried. We've gone to schools, we've organized stations, we've gone to places, we've spoken to people, we've tried to encourage them to even bring more ladies into the game, but slowly the numbers are increasing now. We've seen a slight increase in the numbers, and we hope by maybe end of next year or something, they'll be where we expect them to be. Yeah.
All right, Gwen, you're playing in this. Perhaps you want to talk to ladies to participate in this. What message would you have to the ladies to engage in the sport? It's fun, right?
Yes, lots of fun. It's a good way to spend your weekend, playing chess instead of just sitting at home. I'd appeal to all ladies to give it a shot. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Give it a shot. All right, that's a message there from Gweyani, who's playing chess, not just playing chess, but also is a student. Well, let's come to you. 2015 is almost here, and actually you talked of maybe by the end of next year,
exactly,
to have reached as many ladies as you could. Well, that's in that regard, but generally now, what plans do you have, apart from now wanting to reach more ladies? What other plans do you have as Chess Kenya?
We want to increase. The first thing we are working on, and we are really stretching our resources to achieve, is to increase the number of rated players in the country, the number of internationally rated players. And we're also trying to organize many events as possible. In fact, from next year, we are trying to see whether we can have a big event every month, a monthly tournament every month, a running national chess league, a chess in schools program that is productive, that actually produces results that can be seen, and to hope, we are really hoping to get sponsorship, corporate sponsorship, that will enable us to achieve most of the difficulties we are undergoing at the moment. Yeah.
And how about the junior players? How do you intend to tap in and have as many junior players? Because I think once we start from that level, then
that's why I mentioned the Chess in Schools program, because that's the best place to get the juniors. That is the best place to tap talent, because that is where the talent can really be. That's where the talent starts from, in the schools. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we are really trying our best to see that chess is put in the inter-schools curriculum competition, just like the same way they play football and those other games. They also start playing chess as a competitive sport in the schools.
All right. We'll hear your comment on this, but allow me to engage Gweyani in this. I don't know whether this is a true perception. Chess seen as an elitist kind of sports. Is it true? There are only particular people who play chess. What about people in the villages? Maybe it's a myth. You could clarify for us.
Okay, I think it's a myth. I think it's all about exposure, what you're exposed to. And it's not a sport that has picked up here in Kenya, especially in the rural areas. But Chess in School is able to reach schools out of Nairobi. So we'll be hearing much more of the game, and you can see it'll be a myth because the people who play it will be from all walks of life. Yes.
All right. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I want to agree with her that it's just a problem of publicizing the game. Basically, it's not an elitist game. In fact, that is one thing that we really fought against. We want to make entry fee to our tournaments as affordable as possible.
How is it? And how much do?
Like right now, we've charged people 1,000 shillings, which we still feel it's very high.
Yeah, it's quite high.
No, it's not quite high compared to these other games.
I'm thinking about for someone in the village, and they really have to hustle their way, and they'll be interested in the sport. So, as you mentioned, maybe we could bring it down a bit.
Yeah, we want to bring it down drastically. We want to bring it down drastically, and we are hoping that if we can get a good corporate sponsor, then it can even be free. You don't have to charge people to play chess.
Are sponsors very open, and is it encouraging from the sponsors? Do they want to be part and parcel? Do they want to be associated with chess?
They should want to be associated with chess.
What's the situation like now?
The situation right now is we have one or two, like there's a company called ARM Engineering. It is sponsoring our national championships that is going on right now. And we are trying to see whether we can get even bigger sponsorship or other companies coming in, because they get publicity. They get publicity for sure. And there are so many players across the country who play chess. And I'm sure any company would want to associate itself with numbers. For purposes of maybe getting markets or something like that. So chess has got a lot of players. Chess has got a lot of people, and companies should be encouraged to actually work with chess. There's so many people.
Are you reaching out to them?
We are trying. We are trying our best. We are approaching companies. We are talking to them. And very soon you'll start seeing the results. Can't mention the companies now because we've not really entered into deals with them yet.
It's all looking good in the coming days.
All
right. Much appreciated. You're almost coming to the end of this conversation. Perhaps some final thoughts, and maybe as you wish the players and Kenyans Merry Christmas. Some thoughts on chess, and then perhaps Merry Christmas to some of the players.
Okay, I would appeal to all the ladies. The game is exciting, it's fun, it's everything. So give it a shot and have a Merry Christmas.
All right. Any particular person you'd like to wish a Merry Christmas? I mean, we're live on there. They would love this, I'm so sure.
My mom in Kitale, my dad, and my brothers and sisters.
All right. Good stuff. Some final thoughts?
I'd like to appeal to companies to come forward and support the game. Those are my final thoughts, actually.
Okay. Merry Christmas to?
Of course, my mother. And she's watching me now in the village back home in a place called Quisero.
My director is really worried about this, wondering, we're not wishing a boyfriend or a girlfriend some Merry Christmas, but that's besides the point. Many thanks for coming to share this with us. Speaking to Gweyani, Jumba, thank you so much, and we wish you well. We hope you make the top 5 in the long run. And of course, we wish you the same to that's Joseph Atwoli. You're playing the Secretary General of Chess. Can we wish you well?
Thank you.
Thank you for joining this conversation.
Thank you very much.
All right, that puts a cap on our quality conversation, focusing on chess, and of course, specifically looking at the Kenyan National Chess Championship that ends tomorrow, and understanding more about the game. The vibe really is, you need a whole lot of publicity on this, and an appeal to companies from the Secretary General that you need to come and join hands and be part of chess. All right, then we take a quick breather. We're back in a moment.